Let us do pradhana and start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Om Mannado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. The only Guru of three religions, Traitatiram originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the emperor of spiritual kingdom, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwaralu. Let us pray our Guru to provide us the wisdom in a right way. We are learning Sankhya Yogamu chapter. Last week we learned 26th and 27th slokams. Let us move forward from 28th slokam onwards today. Let us see the slokam. It is talking about the mortal soul. Avyaktadini bhutani vyaktamadhyani bharata avyakta nidananyeva tatra ka paridevana. The births of mortals are unknown. Their deaths are unknown. But people will know their life which is in the middle of their birth and death. You need not lament for those mortals. This is what the meaning of the slokam, 28th one. Let us see the explanation Swami provided to us. Nobody knows from where the mortal souls are coming and taking the birth. And after taking the birth, the mortal souls are living for some time in a body, then they are getting the death. So, after that, nobody knows to where they are going. Which body they are getting, nobody knows. So, because of this thing, the people who are associated with them, they have to break the bondages with the person who died. For example, if a wife loses his husband, she is cutting all the relationships with him, and the symbols of her bondages, like the sacred thread and the rounded silver rings, both are removed. She is removing both of them. If she knows where his husband went, where he is living, then she does not remove the sacred thread which she got during the marriage as a symbol of marriage. She does not let that person to get married to somebody else. Another thing, if a person dies and born somewhere, if you know about that person where he born, then there is a lot of disturbance. There exist so many issues. So we will come across many issues if we come to know about that. Because if a poor fellow born in a rich family and a person from a wicked family or cruel family born somewhere, if it is come to know, then the people in that house, if they come to know that a rowdy is born or the lowest caste person is born in their family, they will be lamenting for that. They don't take care their children, that newly born person. If a person comes to know that where did he born and where he was earlier, then he will not care his parents. He will reject his parents. So by seeing all these incidents, if we come to know everything of whatever we came across, all those things just now, then it will be detrimental to the law of karma itself, and the system of human beings in this world will not move forward. So the nature, what it did, it cut uh, all the matters before the birth and after the death. So it made the people to know the life which is in between the birth and death. So by taking the birth, the mortal soul forgets everything before his birth. After the death also the same thing, nobody knows. Okay. So people are knowing only the things which is in the life itself, that is between the birth and death itself. So we are lamenting because we are associated with those mortal souls and the feelings what we got because they are living with us. So as we came to know the thing, the real matter now, God is saying that no need to worry about those mortal souls, because we don't know from where they are coming and taking the birth. We don't know after death where they are going. For such kind of mortal souls, we need not lament. That's what God is saying. Then next, we'll move on to the next slokam and see. The next slokam is 29. That is also talking about the mortal soul. Acharyavat pashyati kachidena acharyavat vadati tathaiva cha anya acharyavat ena manyashrunoti shrutvapi yenam vedana chaiva kachit. What is he saying here? The tasks which are happening in the middle of the life, that is between the birth and death, by seeing that somebody is watching it astonishingly, those tasks somebody is listening with astonish, with surprise. Some other person is telling surprisingly about those, but a real state of mortal soul is not known to anybody over here. You see how wonderful this slokam is. By not knowing the matters before the birth, after the death, but the people knowing the middle of the matters, middle of the life matters, they are telling surprisingly, they are telling the matters are surprise matters about one person to another person. So they are talking about one person to another person, one person about the another person, his life events only, and those things somebody is listening with surprise, and some people are telling or discussing about those matters very surprisingly. Okay. But all those surprises, behind the surprises, the main reason is the mortal soul, right? Since mortal soul is taking the birth, and after living some time he is getting the death and leaving away. So nobody knows how he is taking birth and how he is leaving us. Okay. So nobody knows before the birth and after the death matters, but everybody is telling surprisingly all the matters which are between the birth and death. Okay. So such kind of mortal soul cannot be killed at all. So that matter he is going to explain in the next slokam. So here important matter we need to notice what Swami is telling to us. So Swami is saying that up to this slokam, the many elderly people who gave the interpretation to Bhagavad Gita, they all keep on telling up to here about the immortal soul itself, not even thinking that how this slokam is applicable to immortal soul, how this slokam is applicable to mortal soul, just continuously telling up to here. So this current slokam also they told about the immortal soul itself. By this, the notion of the Bhagavad Gita is completely derailing. When you don't know about the matters of mortal soul and immortal soul, then it will be like you are thinking the food, the white rice and the limestone, both are same. So you will not know the difference between the white rice meal and the limestone. Both, when you pour the water on the limestone, both look completely white. You will be thinking both are same. But whenever you taste them separately, you will come to know which is the rice and which is the limestone. Okay. Though the mortal soul and immortal soul are embodied souls, that means they are living in the body, though the term Dehi is applicable to both of them, but there is a difference between both mortal soul and immortal soul. Whoever experiences the immortal soul, he will definitely tell which is the mortal soul, which is the immortal soul, and their characteristics completely. They can identify. But the people who are just speaking the Vacha Vedantam, that means just speaking, that's all, without experience, theoretical knowledge, those who have theoretical knowledge and who can speak spontaneously about the soul matters, they since they are not having any experience with them, they cannot grasp the matters and explain well. So that is why they wrote all the slokams up to here about the immortal soul itself. Though some of the slokams are applicable to mortal soul, they did not do that one. So, like that, since they explained this slokam to immortal soul, let us see how it fails over here. They wrote that somebody is watching the immortal soul with a surprise over here, and somebody is listening about that, and somebody is telling about that. They wrote like that. They wrote like that about the immortal soul. If we consider their word, what they told, the matters of immortal soul we can tell with mouth, no problem. We can listen, we can hear with our ear, no problem. But it's impossible to visualize with our physical eyes, because immortal soul cannot be visualized. It's not a physical object to see anybody. How can you say that somebody is watching it surprisingly? Okay. So in order to make the Gita perfect and should be revealing real truth with that feeling, without going to the sideways of the notions, in order to correct everything, in some places Swami criticized the explanation what they provided. But you have to take it in a positive way, but don't take it to personal thing. Okay, you give value to the truth, know the notion very well. Okay, so we wish you understood this one. Let us do Mangala Prarthana and end the session over here. We'll continue from 30th slokam onwards in the next session. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Magniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodhatmanam to everyone.